Testing, testing. Test. Oh, there we go. And then you too.
Mic check.
Yeah. All right, we're live.
Let's get it, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah. I love that, bro. It's always nice to just be behind the mic and not have to do the controls, bro. So I appreciate it.
Oh gosh.
No, that's what's up, bro. So how you doing today, man?
I'm all right. It's a crazy weekend, but
Yeah, bro. Tell me about that 10 car pilot, bro.
oh my goodness, it was.
Where was it? On the Mass Pike?
No, I was in upstate New York around Albany,
Oh, word.
and I should have listened to my GPS. It was like, hey, shouldn't take this highway. It's closed for like a storm watch. I'm like, closed? I'm on it already. What you mean? And then all of a sudden, just it was normally when it rains heavy, it just looks like it's rain. But this rain was like
Yeah. Couldn't
flying at like you could barely see it. Like
Yeah.
I could understand why people were slowing down, but I'm trying to make it to the wedding on time. So I'm over here like, okay, I'm just gonna put my hazards on and let people know just to move out my way.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I just see a lot of cars all of a sudden slowing down, and one car just slide, and then all the cars kind of like just
see. Yeah. On your side or on the opposite?
on our so like in front of me, so I could
Right.
it's in the traffic. All you know how you can kind of see further
Yeah.
down, but
Yeah.
you can only see the lights because
Right.
you can see everyone's red lights turn on,
Absolutely,
and then
bro.
a car goes sideways, a car
That's
like
crazy, bro.
slides somewhere else, and I'm like, and I just stopped where I was, and then everyone else kind of like had to stop.
Right.
We were stuck on there for like 2 hours and a half.
Oh, so it stopped traffic.
Yeah,
It
it
stopped.
stopped it.
So
Yeah,
all
it
the
was-
lanes were. Oh, word.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
crazy, bro.
I think I took a nap on the highway.
Yo, that's
Like, it was
crazy.
that long. Like,
Yeah. Damn, bro. Well, I'm glad you weren't a part of it.
yeah, I know, me too. That's why I was like,
How was the wedding?
It was good. It was good. Good, interesting. It was. I kind of missed the ceremony, sadly, but I got to the after party and stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So it was good. Yeah.
Was it raining up there too?
No, pretty much. It was weird. It was just that, like tornado or whatever it was,
Right.
and then it was just gone after that. Like
Yeah.
clear, super nice weather. I was like, okay.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Dude, I saw a video of like Springfield, Mass. I don't know if it was true.
yeah, because I had to drive through Springfield, so I
Right.
passed it,
Right.
and I was in between. So it was the storm was going towards Springfield.
Towards Springfield, right?
So they probably just ended up with the storm after,
Right.
because I think the tornado only lasted like 10 minutes or something like that,
Oh, word.
and it just went like a couple miles or something like that. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, whoops.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's crazy. We're glad you made it back. Made it there, made it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So now we here. We live, bro.
Yeah, we're live. we're doing our thing. We're here every week, just like
Yeah, bro.
just like the store open every day.
Oh, for sure. For sure. We got a meeting with WICN today.
Yeah, I'm meeting with them.
Should be good. I'm curious since you met David before, I think, right? He's no longer with them, but he was the original
yeah,
guy.
he
that
was
we
the
did.
original. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I think we talked to him. Like,
Mhm.
I think he's the first one I
Oh, you
talked
know
to
what?
him.
Yeah. He was he came through after he
Yeah,
told us that he was leaving.
Mhm.
He had came through and
I remember that.
Yeah,
the whole
bro, the Jewish
conversation.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about him leaving. And
Yeah.
how they hope they listen to his incentives. And
right.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, no more David. So I'm curious to hear. Like we've been working with Michelle,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I guess it's this other lady, but we'll see. We'll see what's
Yeah.
up. You know what I'm saying? So it should be good. Should be good, bro.
Lots of cool things coming up, right?
Yeah. Just got a car. You see this title right here,
Oh,
bro?
you just got another car. Look at that.
Got another delivery car. Here's.
Nice.
I don't know if I should show this to the camera.
Yeah, don't
but
show it to the
don't show it to the camera.
It's too much important
It's
information.
too much
dog.
important
You'll
information.
have to give me extra work.
Yeah, no, I feel you. But yeah, no, we got a Honda Pilot to
Okay, Honda
hit the
Pilot.
streets. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more. So we have an Accord that we deliver weed in. However, the Accord is trash in the snow, bro. Like absolutely trash.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, bro.
They
So
don't do well in Stein. The amount
nah.
of people I had to help in Hondas.
Yeah, bro. And this isn't just like a normal Accord. This is a hybrid Accord.
Oh gosh.
So there's no torque like a gas
Yeah,
car. You know, it's
yeah,
got
see.
speed, but there's no torque like
Yeah.
umph. You know what I mean? So sometimes even in the rain, it's not that great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we got this all-wheel drive joint, a little bit more
Nice,
space. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it should be good.
Make sure people feel safe during the cold season.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I think that, but then, trying to finesse and finagle a little bit more deliveries. We're doing like 15 a day.
Yeah.
I think we should be able to get to 30 to 40,
Yeah.
just making some slight changes, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So that's kind of, hopefully by the end of the year, we're getting closer to I would say 30 a day.
It's crazy to see your delivery. Do you remember when you were like, you first did your delivery and you asked me to do the first test? Do you remember that?
Nah, I don't.
You started delivery service and you're like, yo, we need to try this out. Can you test the delivery? Because I only lived right up. That was back when I used to live on Vernon.
Right.
And I did one and I was like, you were just like, thank, like, just to make sure it worked. Like,
Yeah.
it was
Wait, so
pretty
did we
cool.
deliver to your crib?
Yeah, you delivered. Like,
Oh,
it was a
that's what's
test.
up.
Like, you were just like, yo, can you? We just started delivery.
We actually pulled up to the
Yeah,
crib?
you pulled up. I was
Oh,
like,
that's funny,
snap.
bro. Yeah, because I did that with another one of my boys, Mick. Shout out to Mick, bro. Shout out to Mick. He lives over near Greendale YMCA, and I actually he was our official first one. I pulled up to his crib and shit. That's how I was like, yo, I don't remember coming to your crib because back then I was doing them.
Yeah, you were doing them.
We had two drivers that had to be in the crib.
Yeah. I knew the drivers too, so that's why I think they were like, hey, I think no, Drew wasn't doing it then, was he? No. He when did Drew start?
Let's see, because we started delivery in 2022, April 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I think Drew's been here for almost 3 years and around this time, bro. So I don't think it was Drew.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, but we had we had Camry.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And then Jill.
Yeah,
Jill was our long-term intern. She works for Cureleaf now.
Yep.
I'm trying to think who else. Like Val was doing them for a long time. I was doing them. Yeah, that whole
I remember when you were doing them.
Yeah, bro.
And you were like, because I remember you were in the car. You were like, yo, I'm doing deliveries. You got to do more or do an order.
Wait, so I pulled up to your crib?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you did.
Oh, okay. So I was probably with somebody else.
I did like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, I was probably with somebody else.
Yeah, this is when I was like pretty close. I wasn't too far, so.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just, you were just like, and now I see you doing like so many of them. I was like, oh,
bro,
wow,
we've done like 5,000, bro.
Crazy.
Over 5,000.
Like that.
Stupid.
That went from being an idea to like this. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. When I look at the numbers, I'm like, wow, 5,000, dude. That's crazy.
Because when you first started, there were other dispensaries, but no one was doing delivery. Like that.
Yeah, and even still, I mean, there's one other company in Worcester, but they don't even compare, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Their menu is trash, yo, let alone the product they have on there.
That's
you know what I'm saying? But it's hard, bro. I was just talking to a lawyer this morning about it. She was saying how her husband's in the social equity program and he's had a delivery license for a long time but hasn't done anything with it because it just doesn't make sense. And then what it came down to with me explaining this to this lady this morning was that, all right, having a delivery license, it is what it is. It's just, it's not, you can't operate it exclusively. Like the reason that we're able to make it work is because we have retail and we also have manufacturing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for the most part, when we're delivering to people around Worcester, it's products that we produce.
Yes.
So the margins are better than you know what I'm saying?
Makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, bro. So it's one of those things where it doesn't, it's not sustainable when it's isolated to just the only license type that you have as a business.
That makes sense. Yeah, diversifying is very important, especially in I feel like in every market now, you're seeing a lot of businesses. That's how they're growing is by diversifying and expanding.
Oh, for sure.
Like instead of just picking, we do this, they kind of like hit all the pain points for people that buy their service. So like, they're like, hey, you can also get this from us and this. Sometimes it can be depending on which industry is doing it, but I think it's very important for retail industries. Especially from like that digital change where everyone's expecting to see like you're competing with like not really competing but the expectations of like Amazon and all these like delivery services where like people want stuff they can get it right away. And I think that's one of the things that it's really nice with Major Bloom. It's like, oh, I want this. when's the delivery time, boom,
Right.
and you can just order and get it now. And I
Right.
think that was really cool because
Oh,
I
for
did
sure.
that once. I was like, hey, I don't feel like going. When's the next delivery time? Oh, 2 hours. Order. It came in like an hour. I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
So
No, I feel that, bro. It's just and now the big conversation too is the CCC had just reached out to me about having a listening session here in the spot about social consumption, bro. And like I have battled with this concept for a very long time and figuring out whether or not it makes sense for us to do it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So are you familiar with social consumption?
So is that like a bar where you can like what's it called?
Yes, like
It's a
Summit.
yeah, Summit is a social consumption place,
Yeah,
right? But
it
you
is,
bring
but
your own. Like,
yeah.
they
So the thing
enable
is, Summit is not licensed.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying?
so
So
that's how they
like,
get around. I
that's
see.
how they get around it. They kind of jump the gun and set up this membership kind of situation. But for us, being able to consume on site and understanding some of the regulations, like smoking is a little bit more like, I guess a more difficult conversation than like having edibles or like tinctures. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like smoking indoors, they have regulations that prohibit it based upon like, let's just say, square footage or how your HVAC is set up. And I'm not even sure from a business perspective I would want that, bro.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
productivity.
Yeah, no, not only that, just everything. Like it just comes with everything.
It
It's
comes
just,
with
yeah,
everything. I don't even smoke in my crib, bro.
Exactly.
I don't even smoke in my car.
That's good.
Let alone like allowing people to do so here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, but like, serving some edibles or a tincture with a coffee, bro. You know what I mean?
I think maybe attaching that social consumption to maybe like the live stream or like the content where it's more of a event more than just coming in to smoke.
Right.
I think maybe it would be a good use of that of a license to be able to do that.
Right.
But yeah, I'd agree. I wouldn't just make it a free for all.
No.
You can smoke in here because not only are you gonna get people coming in here,
Bro.
you're gonna get the productivity going.
Yeah. I mean, you can get contact high in here, bro.
Literally.
Yeah, for real. Bro, it's dangerous, man, thinking about that shit, bro. Yeah, I got my homie that he owns a property back here, and he's got this garage. And I'm like, bro, we should, maybe do it here, bro. Like, if we want to do social consumption here on some light work, you know what I'm saying? Like, over here, that's fine. But the heavy lifting, the OG, you know what I'm saying? Were you there burning it down? Like, you need a garage setting. You don't need a dispensary to do that. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's... And maybe it'd be different if going into having a dispensary, I could have... like segmented, you know what I'm saying? Like basically like, okay, this is the smoker section, this is the dispensary. But we're in year 5, bro. It's like, so I don't know, bro. I feel like I'm biased towards it because everything in my mind has kept me thinking that it's not a good idea.
See, I kind of agree with that on terms of if there's no like foundation for what it's going to be there for, and it's just so we can smoke. I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
I think there needs to be like a not really regular, but like a reason for it to be there. Like, hey, we have this so we can do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And not just, hey, anyone, if you
Right.
have weed, come smoke. Like,
right. Because then you got to think about the business model too. Like, how the fuck are you gonna make money?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's for as long as I've known weed smokers, there's no cost associated with pulling up at the homie's crib or smoking outside.
Exactly.
So how do you monetize that?
And I think, one way you can look at it is hookah lounges. I think the way
but they make their money off fucking liquor, bro.
But they also make it off the hookah itself because most people don't have their own
contraption.
Yeah, the whole hookah. I mean, I had friends that did, and so they didn't go to like the same reasons for that. But for most people, the reason why you did it is because it's a lot of work to maintain the hookah thing. So I think it'll be, as you were saying, I think things like edibles, things where it's harder to do on your own. Like it's very easy to just get a pre-roll and smoke in your house or to smoke in your car. But there's some like dabs, there's certain things that people don't get to experience on their own, or they just don't have the tools, or they don't feel they want to do it in a safe place where there's a professional showing them how to do it or something like that, or someone that's experienced. I think that's where it comes in, where you can give people an experience they wouldn't be able to do at home.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree with that. It always goes back to the same question though. How are we making money off of it?
Make it like tours. People could pay for, like, you know how wine, since you have manufacturing,
Yeah.
how wine places will have like
I know.
tours and tasting.
Yeah.
And people will pay for like a membership to do that.
I like that idea, bro. Give them exclusive access.
Exactly. They could smoke in the basement or something, not up here.
Yeah. I know, bro. I don't know, man. It's just crazy because I really like people shit on the CCC, but I would never, I never will, just because they've always been respectful to like us as an equity business. Also, just them reaching out to want to have a listening session. Like I'm like, yeah, because that's all I've been doing is listening. I haven't read the regulations. I've only heard from other people, and then being able to hear it directly from them, and then a host of people that have questions. Like it's all learning, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then I can make an informed decision on what we want to do. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, bro, everything in my heart is just like no smoking for real, bro.
Yeah. And I think it's important to understand that you can't really hate on the CCC because they're really doing the hard work of trying to make it viable for society and making sure that it's safe.
Right.
And it's not just random people manufacturing the craziest things, because without them, that's exactly, you've already seen it happen with vapes.
Yeah, bro.
Even without weed vapes, they were doing it with the tobacco vapes, and kids were like getting addicted to these things.
Yeah.
So I do think it's important that that we do have regulations like that, or just like someone monitoring what's actually going on, and not just us going off of what we want to happen. You know, because yeah, that's important. So
there is a bill to fucking to repeal legal adult use cannabis. Someone actually put that as a bill, bro.
That is funny.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy to me too.
Yeah, and there are actually some brands like Betty's Eddies. They they are only selling medical now too.
Oh wow, they switched. That's why I haven't seen them anymore.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I just got that information earlier this week, or I should say yesterday, but I had no idea that was the case, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, one thing's for sure is that the market continues to grow.
Yeah.
And I made a prediction earlier this year that Trump was going to be the one to reschedule. And it's so funny because someone hit me up a couple weeks ago and was like, you see what he's talking about now? You know what I mean? But, like, I don't know. Of course, he's crazy enough to do it.
Yeah.
But let's be real. Every president for the last 40, 50 years has had something to say about cannabis.
Yeah, exactly.
And nothing has changed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think no matter what, the trend's going to follow what people or want to do with their freedom. No, I mean, look at what happened with alcohol. They really tried that, and we had a whole that's why they're really scared of repeating that again.
Yeah.
It's because of alcohol.
Well, I feel like it happened a lot quicker.
Which, like, what the?
So you're saying with prohibition,
they
like, switched it and started to regulate it.
Yeah, well, where they try to completely ban it after. So it's more about it was free use, and then they try and ban it. Like right now, if they just try and ban it again, there's riots. Like, you already know these high people.
Yeah, they're not going to try to ban.
They're not going to try and do it. So we all know that. That's never going to work.
Yeah.
So they're just going to try and play that game of give me your attention. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a big topic. Everyone cares. It's kind of like that fear topic. So as long as you keep talking about marijuana, you're going to be on the headlines. You know? So I really think that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like that pretty topic, it's always that big topic that you need to talk about if you're in politics,
Yeah.
But I don't think it's, as you said, it's not. They can try, but once again, if they did try, I think all hell would break loose.
Well, in terms of reversing adult use?
Because
that's for the state. Yeah,
I don't in general, there's so much
investment.
Like just the decriminalization just changed so much within society already too. Just the lifestyle changes people have made to even just not using things like oxy, and a lot of people just switched to smoking. Just going off of these harder, pain medications. And I think that's a really a beneficial point.
Yeah.
So even though, it is medical, it's not easy for everyone to just be like, ooh, I get a med card because I'm in pain for a temporary thing,
Right. Let me find out who is this senator so we can just call her out for her bullshit. Like, I don't give a fuck about this senator. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've dealt enough with these white people, judges, senators, House reps. either you riding with us or you riding against us. And this lady is definitely against us.
Oh,
Let me
gosh,
find
here
out
we go.
who it is, bro. And that goes for you judges and lawyers too. Fuck all y'all if you're not trying to work
Yeah.
for equality. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Let me see here. So, um, reverse adult use.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy. Because the hard part for me at this point with marijuana is the difference between social and medical use. Where I can see there's an extreme medical use, like you have cancer or something like that. That's like the extreme side. But then you're giving drugs that are way worse for when people have like a headache or just because someone has a little bit of a back pain, right? They're taking a drug that that's horrible for them and their liver, where they could be easily taking an edible.
Right.
So that's my question. There is does it really have to be considered? Because that to me that's like a Tylenol. Right. But it's still better for you than a Tylenol because the Tylenol is actually bad for your liver. Where, you know, marijuana doesn't have those toxic effects that those other drugs have.
Right.
And I think that's the important, for me, that's always been the important part of why I actually think it should be adult use. Let adults have their own decisions on what they can do with that because it's not detrimental to your health like it is with these other chemicals that all these companies have made to kind of trick us into, oh, you need a Tylenol every time you're hurt because it's the only thing that help you feel better, you know. And that's kind of how it used to be, right? Every time you, I don't know if your parents were like this, but every time you got sick, it was like, did you take medicine? Did you do this? Did you, you know, the first thing they said instead of, did you hydrate yourself, get rest, you know, do the stuff that your body needs to actually heal.
Right.
So I really think that is an interesting stigma that I think weed has helped us move away from that constant need for just like a chemical, like a man-made crazy. I mean, sometimes they're good, right? Obviously for like surgeries and things, but I don't think we always need them for basic things.
Yeah. No, I agree
We
with
over
that.
rely.
I agree. So this was August 18th, 2025.
Here we go.
This is Boston.com. Mass ballot question proposal could end recreational marijuana sales. That's what this says. 2 petitions aim to repeal parts of the state's marijuana laws that regulate recreational sales and the use of the substance. It's not a substance.
Yeah, I know. It's literally a plant.
Yeah, for real. See, what I was looking for though was the politicians that put this on, but I don't necessarily see it. Let me dig a little deeper. But yeah, that's gonna be on the ballot, bro. It's gonna be on the ballot for 2026.
Yeah, for 20. Yeah, because we just had a voting. So that's
2
coming
marijuana.
up next one. Damn, that's crazy.
Oh, here we go.
That's crazy.
Spearheaded by Caroline Cunningham, who previously fought against psychedelic legalization. See that last name, Cunningham? I don't fuck with Cunningham. Yeah, it's kind of a personal thing, but yeah, I don't fuck with them, bro. Honestly. If she could be a nice lady, that's fine, but like, come on now. Like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing?
The hard part with politics, I think, is it's very hard in general, and I don't think this is a fault for politicians, like personally. I think it's more of a discipline thing that they have to kind of realize is we all have ideals, and I get that, you know, maybe you have your opinion about how you believe you want to live your life, but you can't really force that on others
people.
unless you're willing to live through what they have lived through, even for a day, right? If you can sit there and do that and actually go down to these people, have conversations with them and talk with them and have one-on-ones with people on the street and people actually trust you enough to do that, then they're going to actually believe in you representing them. But you can't just go and say your ideals, and just because a few people think it's okay, I think everyone else is going to say forget everyone else. You have to work with these people, explain what you're trying to say instead of just trying to, hey, we should reverse this, right? Why do you want to reverse it? It's kind of like it's
Right.
kind of hard to understand what the person's doing, because in my opinion, the whole fight for adult use was about the criminalization of it beforehand, and it kind of made it where now people can make their own decisions about how they want to take care of themselves, instead of it making it seem like it's the worst thing in the world when you're already giving them worse substances.
Right. Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah, this lady's probably taking a Miss Cunningham. You're probably taking a bunch of antidepressants,
Yeah, I'm like
psychiatric medication, where you don't empathize for people. So keep that over there, bro. Like,
literally, that's
on
why I
some
hate
real
those
shit.
medications. You just turns off half of your brain. And
Yeah,
it's just,
it's sick, bro. It's sick. So yeah, it's saying that she needs to get 74,000 signatures by December in order for it to be on the ballot initiative. Yeah, which is crazy, but I don't even know how a state can handle something like that. Like, what is the point? You have literally, bro,
yeah.
$8 billion is what
Yeah.
the state has made
Off of
in
just,
sales.
Yeah, just
Like, how do you just expect to for an industry just to go away?
Just go away.
Yeah, it was crazy.
There's already been a lot of adjustments to just, even
Right.
after COVID, it really helped with our healthcare system. Those taxes really went to a lot of those systems that we thought, Mass thought we would get overwhelmed, but all of a sudden we got influxes of tax dollars, and all of a sudden you notice the hospitals upgrading themselves.
Right,
And
yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. Grants going all over the place. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, for real, bro. Yeah, I don't know, man. People are weird, bro. But I mean, the reality of it is that, like you said, bro, you have substances that are far worse, whether it be alcohol, whether it be pharmaceutical drugs, that don't cure anything. It basically,
keeps you reliant on that
Yeah,
drug, and that's why it's beneficial to the drug company,
Yeah.
because they make more money off that. Right?
Crazy. Like, who you think you fooling, bro? Like, are you getting paid by a pharmaceutical companies to try to repeal or overturn like what has been popping since 2018 here? Like $8 billion since 2018. That's crazy. Like, you must be getting paid by pharmaceutical companies. You know what I mean? Like, it just there's no disputing science, bro.
Yeah.
Like, no one has ever died from marijuana.
Yeah.
Right, but we can't say the same about these fucking drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
Synthetic drugs. We can't say the same about alcoholism or alcohol in general. You know how many drunk driving accidents there are? Crazy, bro.
You don't even have to be driving to die from alcohol.
Right.
Like, that's the crazy.
Right.
Like,
you can be a bystander.
like, you could just be drinking too much and die from
Right.
it. Like,
Right.
That actually happened to, like, he was doing he doesn't drink, and they were doing, those frat party things where they kidnap, they make you drink all, but they didn't know he was on medication, so he doesn't drink, and passed away from that.
Dude, that's crazy. Where was that?
This was years ago, when his freshman year in college.
Out here?
No, New York.
Oh, word to word.
He was my brother's best friend.
Oh, damn, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Sounds like a lawsuit.
It was it was so hard, so I don't know if they even wanted to go that route, because the kid, they were his friends, they weren't expecting that to happen.
Right.
So it was kind of hard. It's like, do you throw his friend? Like, I don't even think he would want to do that to his own friends,
Right. No, for sure.
So it was just a very difficult situation.
But put the blame on the school, bro.
Exactly. That's what happened. Yeah, exactly. But that just goes to show you how dangerous alcohol is. They're never gonna see someone just dying because they smoke too much in the couch.
Right.
Like, they're gonna go to sleep and wake up and be like, "Wow, I smoked too much." Like,
Yeah. Or that's the best sleep I've ever had.
And just the same thing with all those other drugs too. The reasons why they have to be so heavily regulated is because someone accidentally takes too much oxy, they're not waking up.
Right.
And so that's what's interesting to me, that why we consider even that much regulation on something that doesn't need to be regulated like that. I get it could be an addictive plant, but so is caffeine, right? There's so is sugar. So are all these things that we don't do any. In fact, we let McDonald's, we let these companies take advantage of our health and put all these additives in there, so we get addicted to these foods.
Right.
Why aren't we fighting against that?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird to think what people choose to stand up about, because whether or not they believe it or not, or even just the fact that, like, yeah, maybe this lady is getting paid by a pharmaceutical company or something like that. Like you have to have a soul and a mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
there's no statistics that says that it's, you know what I mean, like a detriment to the
Exactly.
community,
Exactly.
you know, to the state of Massachusetts. Everything is the opposite.
And the sad part is, small businesses are the backbone of the marijuana industry,
Right.
especially in Massachusetts.
That's true, bro.
And you kind of see that because the medical industry doesn't really have a grip on the. They try to, you know, they really want to have all these big. Pretty sure they've invested in a lot of big name brands, but they still have to compete with even the small.
Right.
Because people now have a preference to what works for them and not just whatever you put in their face.
Right.
And I think that might be the issue with the marijuana industry. It's very hard to control for like these bigger, you know, industry players that want to have a grip on all these things, and the only real benefit is the taxes.
Right.
From in terms of a you know industry perspective.
Well, you make a good point there, because not only could she possibly be being paid by pharmaceutical companies or alcohol companies, she could be getting paid by MSOs, because really the MSOs, the big companies, are the only ones that were active in the medical space.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And I heard too, a lot of the big name brands in them that were doing well before are doing like losing lots of money now.
They are, bro, and they're starting to pull out.
Yeah, and that's really, I think that's really what's happening, is they're trying to find ways to grab a grip on it, make it medical, then we can control it.
Right.
Because now you have to get a medical card.
Yeah.
So we can make you pay us
Right.
to get that medical card. Now you're paying us for a membership on
Right.
top of having to buy the weed. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
So I think that's really the shift that they're going, because I've noticed that too. I've noticed it's really the small businesses that cared about their clients and the people coming in and the quality of the community around them. They're the ones that stand really well, no matter where you go. Like even if you go to California, the places that do well are the places with really good customer service. The people know them by name. You can see how happy people are going there.
Right.
Where some of these other corporate kind of based places, they looked beautiful, sure, but it was just like an Apple store with for what, you know? And I think that was a mistake. Because you didn't see a lot of smaller companies doing that. It was always the big names that popped up out of nowhere, and they had this beautiful, huge store.
Right. Right.
And they're the ones losing a bunch of money now. So I think that's really interesting.
Yeah, bro. Well, yeah, we got some research to do on Caroline Cunningham. For real. Like, anyone that hears this and is familiar with it, just know that lady is operating on evil time, trying to take away our cannabis rights. It's already a difficult time with the federal government. Now she's trying to take it away at the state level. Like, come on now. Like, I'm going to say it again. I don't fuck with Cunninghams. I might have to backtrack and see if I got any friends. But as of recently, in recent years, Cunninghams have not been nice to your boy. Oh, man.
You got a hit list now. No,
no, I'm going to leave it up to the people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you guys think that cannabis should be repealed, like, and just on some medical shit? I mean, it's a rhetorical question. But at the same time, like it's a real thing. Like it's a real thing. Like literally, the article that it was from 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, people putting their power and their energy in the wrong places.
Exactly.
And the wrong places could be a detriment to a lot of people. You know what I mean? So, but in any event, bro, we probably got to get going soon, bro. Down to the station.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's been real, bro, for the day.
All right, we've been get a little claps up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yes, sir. Little ad lib infused influence. You know what I mean? Cool.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. And yeah, I guess we'll see you next week.
Yeah, no, for sure. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, bro, for taking the controls.
You. Yeah.
For sure.